All right, the day has come. We are doing the first ride on Miss Winter right here. Now, I've already kind of gone through my warm-up with her, kind of my pre-flight checklist, but I'm gonna go through that again just cause. And I just wanna make sure that everything's feeling calm, quiet. Oh, I love, like that's the horse that I want to get on right there. Head down, soft ears, soft eyes, holding still. So, oh, fell asleep, a little something. So let's go through, we're gonna go through a little check-in. Right, I'm just wanting to check sight, sound, and touch with her. So I wanna be able to have her head, neck bent to the side. How is she about touch? You know, I'm kind of moving my feet around. I wanna have my feet all over and be able to touch. Oh, a little touchy on this back leg. There we go. There we go. Oh, girl. And then, you know, I'm going to get out each time. I want this reset. I want this licking and chewing, right? Because this is her autonomic system resetting a little bit. Go work, yeah, come for a walk. I love this. This is the polyvagal, right? That vagus nerve, the social engagement, right? The brake being released that she can track and walk herself forward. We want for sure want to have that operational by the time we get in the saddle. All right, let's check this side. Good girl. I mean, I want her totally mentally prepared. I want her so down regulated. I just want her so nice and calm that, you know, when I get in the saddle, because I've never gotten in the saddle with her. Nobody has, right? So by the time my butt lands in that saddle, I for sure want to have as much of our communication and our down regulated relationship intact. So I'm going to check a few things. She's moving her feet. There, she stopped. Good girl. All right, so there was some anxiousness for sure, but hey, I don't blame her, right? She just had a predator jump right up on her neck and grab a hold of her, and she was like, what the hell? But she handled that nicely, meaning she stayed with me, kind of stayed in that bend. Let's check that again, because that definitely caused some movement. So let's see what we can, oh, there we go. Good girl. I'm getting out of her space, letting her lick and chew. All these licking and chewing, this is what's betting the odds in my favor. We're gonna have a nice, super calm, super chill, easy first ride. Oh, don't leave me. There you go. Come back. Come hang out over here. Oh, girl. Now I want to be able to engage her hind end, or engage, you know, movement, get the motor system to start, and then I want to be able to stop it. Oh, nice. Because when I get in the saddle, right, that's one of the tools I want to have in place is, can I engage the motor system and can I shut it back down, right? Is her autonomic system regulated enough she can turn it on, turn it off, right? If I come in here and ask her to yield her hips around a circle and she just starts going 100 miles an hour, I might not want to get on. Or if I get her hips moving, whoa, and I can't get her to stop, I might not want to get on. So these are just some of the little things that I'm checking with before I get in the saddle. I like how relaxed we're staying. She's staying attentive. staying focused kind of on what's going on here. All right, let's do a little pre-check here. Oh, girl. Oh, there's a little nervousness, right? Her feet started moving. All right, so we got right to the point where I got up in the saddle, and then my microphone cut out, so we missed the first 7 to 10 minutes of her first ride. So we're going to just set up, and all I can do is just do it again, and nothing really eventful happened. You know, we got on and she was tense, just like she's going to be kind of right here. So we'll just go through and redo it. Oh, girl. Oh, God, let's reset that. So see how, I mean, she got her feet moving, and I don't want to keep fighting that and jump up and get in the saddle. I want this to happen. I want her to let go of that tension. So little bits of pressure and then releases. Oh, girl. We're just gonna I'll get back here in the saddle again, and we'll talk about it while I'm in the saddle, because she needs to have some more time with me in the saddle. Oh, girl. Ooh, yeah, that was a little sparky right there. I just touched her with my foot on this side to get my foot in the stirrup, and she got twitchy. So what happened when we got in the saddle, just like this, she wasn't able to self-regulate, meaning she wasn't able to lick and chew, just like right now. See, she's got her head up. We're not explosive, you know, she's not losing it or gonna lose it here, at least I don't think so. You know, we're holding still, but she's not able to self-regulate. She's not able to let this pressure go of me being here in the saddle. So I'll double check and make sure my mic is still working. We're still good? Okay. So, you know, she's struggling to self-regulate, meaning she can't lick and chew. She hasn't kind of done a reset from just the pressure of me getting in the saddle. So what I want to do is activate the motor strip here, the motor system. There we go. We got her licking and chewing right there. Just ask her to, you know, want to yield those hind legs. Awesome. That is fantastic that we got that little bit of licking and chewing. When we got in the saddle the first time, we didn't get any of that, and I actually got out of the saddle and, you know, let her lick and chew and come down a couple of times, and then got back in the saddle. So if this keeps working, you know, she can continue to lick and chew and self-regulate. You know, that's her way of letting the pressure go. If she can let it go, then we can continue to do some stuff. But if she can't let it go, and we keep building all these tension triggers on top of each other, I guarantee you it'll get let go somewhere, right? It'll get let go in a cloud of dust, and oftentimes that looks like bucking and snorting and running and bolting, you know, all sorts of behaviors that we don't want to have. So I'm going to just keep asking, see if she can keep engaging these hips. There, she's licking and chewing while we're doing it. That's fantastic. Oh, she's super tense about it though. Oh, girl. So having her be able to do this self-regulation right now is key to, you know, this ride being successful. I love it. Now she's licking and chewing. Look, I'm not even asking her to yield her hips. I'm just asking her to bend her head and neck to the side, and she's licking and chewing while she's doing that. That's her self-regulating. That is fantastic. That's what will keep a horse calm and confident in a stressful situation, is they can let it go, right? They can let that stress go. Let's go to this side. Good, she's licking and chewing, working that bit just every time. I'm just really wanting her to just bend her head and neck to the side. The fact that she's moving her feet is just her trying to get comfortable. But I love that she's licking and chewing. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Let's come around this side. Good work. I love it. So if we're letting it go, right, we can keep doing a little bit. We can keep doing more and more. So now let's bend her head and neck to the side. And then I'm going to wait for her feet to hold still. And then I want to engage that hind end, meaning engage movement, or have her disengage her hind end, stepping under. She goes around. Oh, girl, man, I want to release. And I want this licking and chewing. Go work, yeah, go girl. Because if I can't help her, keep her autonomic system balanced out under this type of pressure, then it blows up, it breaks down. Our system works the same way. I mean, you know as well as I do, too much pressure, you break down, right? We can hold it for quite a while. These horses can hold it for a long time too, but I'm telling you, it comes out just like it does with us, right? Good girl. Now let's engage the motor system. So I'm asking for some movement. Good, I got that hip going around. And then I want to disengage, release. Good girl. Can I start? Can I stop? That's me kind of checking in with her motor system. How influenced is she in fight-flight mode? If she's in too much fight-flight mode, I won't be able to ask her to stop this. Right now she's doing this because she's just anxious because she's in flight mode. And I want to let that work itself out. So I'm just going to sit here holding her to the side until she can just relax enough that her feet can hold still. But I love that she's trying to work this bit. She's trying to, work the bit, meaning she's just licking and chewing. See how she just holds still for just a second. Oh, good, we got her holding still. Let's release on that. Good girl. The biggest thing I'm looking for is just chemically, is she able to kind of work and fix herself? We'll see if we can get a little forward step here. Yep, there's a step. Oh, good, we're walking. And then we stop. See that emergency brake is still kind of on, that ventral vagal brake, right? It's like an emergency brake. And it'll get stuck on, they'll apply it to the front feet. The hind feet doesn't seem to get quite as sticky. Oh, good. I just want to ask for a step or two and then let her reset, and just because I want her to be comfortable with this. If I ask for 2, 3, 5 steps and then I ask for, to let her go off and she's all cranked and stressed and nervous and in flight mode, we will take flight. Yeah. So I just want these little steps, and then I want to be able to bend her around to the side, disengage these hips. Keep going. There you go. Good. And then release. Good girl. So this is a fantastic first ride, and especially for winter, because in working with her, she'll really hold a lot of pressure and not release it. We've had to really break things down into some pretty small pieces for her to get her mind loosened up and get her comfortable. So this is fantastic. Let's try walking again. Can we walk? Oh, good girl. Yes. And watch when she stops, how the front end stops first and then the hind end is kind of walking around. That emergency brake is still on, right? Her feet haven't loosened up. She's not just relaxed and walking. Let's go again. Let's see here. We'll see See, the front feet stop and then the hip kind of goes around like that. That emergency brake is on the front feet. The more we can help her to mentally relax, the more that brake can get undone. The vagal system will start to relax all the nerves that control all of our organs and control the motor system and controls basically everything. That vagal nerve connects the sympathetic and the parasympathetic to the cognitive, the prefrontal cortex of the brain, what little prefrontal cortex that they have, but it connects all three of those together. And right now we're not flowing, that brake is on. Ooh, did a little burnout right there. Brake was still on, but look how we're kind of walking. Look how goofy it is, right? It's just kind of stuck in this circle. The brakes are still kind of on. Let's see if we can bend her this way. Yield those hips. All the way around. Ooh, and then stop. Good work. We're licking and chewing. This is fantastic, and this is about all I'm going to do on this first ride. We're gonna go through the backup, because I did show her the backup on the ground, and I want to just have a little bit of that. We'll just see how she can do with that, and then we just want to keep building on this, because what I don't want to do is ask her to do too much if she can't chemically reset. If she could chemically reset, hell, we'd walk, trot, and canter in here. We'd go around, we'd jump these barrels, you know, we'd do all kinds of stuff if she could chemically reset. But she's not chemically resetting enough to handle more, so we're gotta just keep building these resets, and then we can get more and more. So here we're gonna ask for this backup, so little bit of pressure. I just want to hold that right on her mouth, and as soon as she goes backwards, I want to release. Now this is the first time she's really felt this bit come straight back, other than, you know, side to side. Well, on the ground, I showed her a little bit on the ground, because I don't want that to be a panic or have that send her over the edge. So let's check that out again. Come up, kiss. I'm squeezing my calves. I'm going to pull back till I just make contact and release. Just make contact, and as soon as those feet go backwards, release. Look how nice we're getting this back up to work. Ooh, there she's just flowing those last couple of steps all on her own. Good girl. All right, as I'm going to get out of the saddle, because look how high up her head is. I mean, she's been licking and chewing those little bits, but she is not totally balanced. She's not at that homeostasis or in that total place of relax. She's trying, she's doing these little bits, but watch what happens when I get out of the saddle. So here comes, I'm getting out of the saddle. Watch her head just lower, lick and chew. That's what I want her to be able to do with me in the saddle. That's what she can't do, right? She's not able to self-regulate enough to get clear down to this calm and quiet place. She's stuck up here. And if I keep cranking on her with her stuck up here, then I will just teach and build her to be cranked on, and she'll just always be cautious and partially crazy and always, you know, chaotic and sketchy about things. I want to get her mentally to where she can handle me doing stuff and then recover to this. But right now she can't recover back to this. Even if I just go sit in the saddle. Matter of fact, let's do that, and then we're going to wrap this up. We'll get back in the saddle one more time. Oh no, she's like, no, we're not. We're out of here. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. We'll get in the saddle this time from this right side. Oh yeah, I mean, just look, her head's back up. I mean, she's fully aware and back to alert. Look how much her feet are moving. might have to reset this a time or two before I can even get in the saddle. There's licking and chewing. Head back down. Good work. All right, see that time? Held nice and still. Get up here in the saddle. Bend her around this side. Good work. Now, just, sitting here doing nothing, can she recover? Can she get her head down? Can she go back to that mental safety, that total mental safety? And right now she's in a kind of very much a guarded mental safety, but she's trying. She's holding still. We're not upregulating anymore, meaning it's not getting worse, right? We're staying here. The situation isn't getting more dangerous. It would if I kept pushing and was like, hey, let's, we gotta go do some stuff. We could just upregulate all kinds of stuff. So let's try a little walk. We're just gonna touch a couple little things. See how that brake is still on. See how the hind end's kind of dancing around the front end, the front end's not going? That's how the emergency brake stuck on. So she's still mentally stuck. And look, we can see it in her body language. Head up. I like that we got soft ears, but she's not able to release. She's not able to let this go. Let's ask a little bit here. Can we get a step? There we go. See, she can't even like think where to go. That brake is on and just confusion. There's a step. I'm gonna take that. Good girl. Good girl. Now watch when I get out of the saddle. Right, because she's still just so stuck. You just saw right there, she couldn't even walk because, the fence was in her way and she couldn't even make a decision of, right or left, and was just totally confused. Let's back up a little bit though. Nice little backup. Look at that for the first ride. I mean, that's almost on a loose rein. Yes. Good girl. Oh, good. Now let's just see, can she reset? That's what I'm checking for. And no, she can't. Now, like, I could sit here for however long, and very likely she would at some point try to start to regulate, try to come down. It's also possible that she could just stay here and be very cautious and then start to upregulate and get more and more leery, more and more cautious about this setup, about what the hell's going on, to where she starts getting really flinchy, really reactive about sight, sound, and touch from things in the environment. So what I've found over time and many experiences is the more I can help them down-regulate, get them to start self-regulation, the quicker the process goes. So I'm going to get out of the saddle. I want you guys to watch her body language. Right now she's maintaining, right? But she's not self-regulating. She's not going down. So I'm going to get out and watch how fast. There's the licking and chewing, and look how her head is lowering. All we got to do now is just like the shampoo label says, wash, rinse, repeat. We just got to do the same thing over and over and over. Keep helping her find. See, now look how good that, like, the brake is completely off. She is just like totally mobile now. She's like, I'm out of here. I'm just going to go walk. I'll take that as the hint that we're going to wrap it up. But seriously, look at how easy she can walk forward now. But with me in the middle of the problem, right, me being in there, that emergency brake was cranked on. So we just got to build her neurochemical network, build her system to where she can handle more and more pressure and be able to walk around like this and just be smooth with me in the saddle. That's a nice walk right there. Pretty level headline. You know, that's what I want. We don't have that yet. But hey, we got the first heebie-jeebies out of the way because we got in the saddle, we touched and wiggled and jiggled all over the place, we yielded the hips, we got a little backup going on, so we can build on that for sure. All right, that's going to be the wrap of the first ride for winter. So that was success all the way around. I'm standing on both feet, she's on all fours, all my panels are in place, my neighbors aren't running over here seeing what the hell is going on. That's a win all the way around.